Hi, welcome at the ePIC 2019 in Lille. Please tell me your name and where are you from?
So I'm Luis Galindo, and actually, I'm from South America, but actually I live in France, in Poitiers, and I work for Réseau Canopé, that is one of the operators of the Minister of Education, and I also associated to the technical laboratory in the University of at the University of Poitiers. So I work between both actually, but I work for Réseau Canopé, but associated with the technical laboratory.
Yeah. Okay, and thank you. What brought you to this conference of ePIC?
Yeah, because we are working with open badges. Actually, we started a project not long time ago at Réseau Canopé. We have a project that is, the name of the project is the Laboratory of Usages. That is the translation. And in this project, actually, we work with different subjects, the emerging subjects,
Yes.
like blockchain, like artificial intelligence, but also open badges.
Yes.
And the objective is to work in an ascendant way, from the students, from the teachers, to us actually, and not the opposite way.
Yes.
So that's why we were working with that, and that's why it was very interesting to come to ePIC and actually found all the actors and all of that, and actually it's amazing.
Yeah, cool. So what do you think about open recognition?
So open recognition is the concept is very, very interesting, because it's not the same thing as what we used to do actually. It's with certifications and with diplomas and all of that. It's the recognition of everything that we do. For example, in our network, sometimes we don't recognize actually some competences, some skills actually that or mediators. We call mediators the people that work in different ateliers in Réseau Canopé, in all the departments of France. And it's very, very interesting to have a tool, we will say, to recognize, or to allow these people to recognize all the skills, and also to create a cartography of all of that, and to create a mindset of open recognition.
You mentioned cartography?
Cartography is because we are in the whole country, and
Yes.
sometimes we don't know the skills actually, because we have the things that are very fixed, like a certification. But sometimes people, for example, I don't know, I do computer science, but now I like education and psychology. But education and psychology that I developed a lot is not recognized actually, because my certifications say computer science.
Yes.
And the thing is that I will have a tool to recognize these other things that I develop it, and recognizing this, I can help other people also to develop this kind of things and to mix things. For example, computer science with psychology, and this mix will give us a lot of interesting things.
Yes. Okay, great. So what new information you acquired today?
So today, the objective also was to learn actually here, and to make a lot of contacts, and also to start to create this ecosystem actually inside, and that's an amazing part of to be here. One of the interesting things, it was in the backpack actually, because we work with teachers actually directly, so we have access to teachers directly and to students, but sometimes it's a little bit difficult to share actually the badges, and they didn't understand the utility actually. Yeah, it's very nice, this thing of recognition, but how it will work, and we are formatted to in a different system. So it's very difficult to find that, and it was very, very interesting, because I saw different presentations about how we can connect the backpacks, for example.
Yes.
And it was very, very interesting in this part.
Yeah.
So I connect all of that with the work that we are creating, because we have a platform in the national education
Yes.
to serve, it's like a social network for teachers actually, and we are integrating this to this platform backpack. So it's very, very interesting this part also, to see how we can connect the backpacks. So that gave me a lot of ideas actually, so I will bring these ideas and we will develop more things. And we are thinking of a typology that I presented this morning, and also I have a lot of feedback to the typology from people from Canada and all of that, and it's very interesting how I can put this all together, and we will go forward with this.
Sounds inspiring, Luis. So what is your experience so far?
So far we started in April or March actually,
Yeah.
the experimentation. But I was with the open badges thing from the beginning almost. So I follow all the time actually open badges. But that is very interesting because now we are creating a project actually.
Yes.
We're implementing things, we're experimenting things. That I repeat all the time this thing too because it's an experimentation. I don't think that everybody has the solution for something, but we are experimenting things and think, oh yeah, this works. Oh, this doesn't work. This approach works. And sometimes, for example, with micro certifications, the problem is that we do a lot of micro certifications with open badges, but it's very, very interesting to have a different approach and don't close things. Probably these people is used to do micro certifications, but now probably they will create some more dynamic thing after that, so they get used to open badges and the dynamic of open badges, and they were gonna build more things and all of that. So that's very interesting actually to continue to grow. So that's very interesting too. So I'm all the time learning too from these experiences, and that's the most amazing part.
Yeah, thank you. And what is your biggest takeaway to home?
My biggest takeaway to home, I think, is this part, the importance, two things actually. My biggest thing is that today, actually, all my approach to the typology that I presented this morning changed. And actually it's very interesting because I sent an email at noon about this actually. I said, I have this feedback and probably, I don't know if we are in the good direction. Probably we have to open things over there because I have so this, I'm bringing this back, but I already started to send the emails to say probably we have to think this and this and that. So that's a very interesting part that I'm taking
It gives a lot of energy and gives you new ideas.
Exactly, a lot of new ideas too, because all this thing of the importance of the backpack too, because it's there that people will interact, the endorsements and all of that actually will happen there, and it's how to think of this kind of things. I was thinking about this with the blockchain too, so it's very interesting too because there's a lot of conversations around this topic too. Yesterday, for example, I was with the Edu badges, and it was very, very interesting, all of this technical part of the development. I was with Batch Connect, for example, also, that it was very, very interesting too. So all these technical parts, I will bring in this technical part too.
So you can try to make it work in your
exactly
ecosystem.
in the ecosystem, and how the ecosystem could work. So I'm trying to do this kind.
Thank you very much, Luis, for this.
Thank you to you.
Okay.
Thank you.